This is D. Chiranjeevi, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, Aditya University. Today we are going to discuss components of C. By the end of this lecture, student will be able to discuss components of C programming. So, the outline of this lecture is I will discuss about character set, identifiers, keyword and data types. So, how language influence in our life? So, if you go back to your school days, first of all, a student will be taught with alphabets A, B, C, D, and once he understood, he learnt A, B, C, D, then he will read small words like rat, bat, cat, cow. Then he can read sentences, then he can read essays or paragraphs. In this manner, you learnt a language called English. Similarly, a programming is also a language. You can follow the same procedure. First, you need to learn like those alphabets, and then you will learn about words. Then you can learn about sentences. Then you can learn about programs, that is paragraph. So, like every language you learn, C programming language also requires some basic building blocks to communicate with the computer. So, the basic buildings are like you need to learn about character set, and then you need to learn those words like keywords and identifiers. This character set are you can correlate with the A, B, C, D what you learnt in school days. So, character set is like A, B, C, D. Then your words like rat, bat, cat are like keywords and identifiers. Then statements, if you write C equal to A plus B or a printf statement, then these are the instructions, or you can say sentences or statements. Then the complete program, that you can say essay in your real life. So, which is a program in computer programming, C programming. Now, character set. A character set consists of alphabets, digits and any symbol which represent information. So, generally this character set consists of uppercase alphabets, lowercase alphabets, digits, special symbols and white spaces. Now, uppercase alphabets capital A to capital Z, and lowercase alphabets small a to small z, digits 0 to 9, and symbols are like tilde symbol, exclamatory or not operator, you can say at the rate, hash, modulus, power, ampersandage and so on. And spaces are like single space, tab space and then new line. Tab space equal to 4 spaces, then token. So, whatever you learnt in the character set, so every small information will be known as token. So, every single element in a program, you can say every single element in a C program, you can call it as a token. So, here you can see car and different parts are kept here. So, just to correlate with the programming, what is token? See here, the nuts, bolts, screws, everything is a token. In the similar manner, any smallest information in his program is called as token. Generally, a C token consists of identifiers, keywords, constants, variables, strings, operators, special characters and printf, scanf, main function. Everything is a token in computer programming. Now, let's identify something. Now, what will happen if you identify a circle as a square, and if you identify square as a ellipse and ellipse as a circle? Identification correctly is very important, right? So, to identify any object, we need in programming identifiers. So, generally these identifiers will be used for naming convention in programming. Okay, they are the fundamental building blocks of programming, and these identifiers are used to name variables, functions, constant and arrays, etc. So, generally they are consist names. These identifiers are consist of names, sequence of letters and digits, and these identifiers naming must have set of rules. So, these rules are like Identifier is a combination of alphabets, digits, underscore, maximum of length 31. The same manner, the first character of an identifier must start with underscore or alphabet, but should not start with a number. The same manner, blank spaces are not allowed in the identifier naming, or you cannot use any other special symbol also in the identifier naming. Keywords are also not allowed in the identifier naming. I will discuss these keywords in upcoming lectures. And some identifiers. So if you see this identifiers, tool spanner is separated with a underscore. So this is a correct identifier. In the same manner, tool spanner in small case, this is also correct identifier. But because C is a case sensitive language, these two are two different variables or two different identifier names. So formula 1 is also correct and engine 1 is also correct. And some wrong identifier, like see, this identifier name starts with number, so this is a wrong identifier. The same manner, break is a keyword, so this is also a wrong identifier. So this third one, at the rate, it started with a special symbol, so this is also a wrong identifier. In this manner, you can identify with the rules of identifier which is correct and which is wrong. Now keywords, these keywords are the reserved words whose meaning is already understood by the compiler, which is already available in the compiler. So these keywords you cannot use in variable naming. You cannot be used in variable naming, and every keyword is having a specific functionality which a C program knows, which does. Okay, and in C programming there are 32 plus 4, total 36 keywords are there. Okay, you must write all these keywords in lowercase letters only. Okay, so why I said you cannot use keywords in naming of variables or constant, the reason is if you use, then it will throw you an error. So like if you see name of a person, never like home, eat, sleep, run. The reason is home means there is a specific meaning, eat means there is a specific meaning, sleep, run means we all knew these words are having specific meaning. So does nobody is having these names. In the same manner, these keywords are also cannot be used in the naming convention of identifiers rules. So these are the 32 keywords available. You can refer those 4 keywords in textbook. And the next concept is data type. So data type means a type of value which a variable holds. So by using data types, a memory will be allocated in the computer. So this type of variables can have, generally these data types are alphabets and or numbers. Yes, generally value of variable can be alphabet or numbers. It can be further divided into integer or rational numbers. So the classification of data types is basic data type, or you can say primitive data type. Primitive data type, and second one is derived data type, and third one is user defined data type. Basic data types are 4 types: integer, character, float, double. And derived data types are 3 types: pointers, functions, arrays. User defined data types are structure, union and enumeration. Now integer, so any positive or negative numbers as well as 0, you can call them as integer. The examples are here: -2, -1, or any number with minus, or any number which is positive, or a 0, you can consider them as a integer number. Now this type modifiers of integers are signed integer, unsigned integer, and short integer, long integer. Okay, these are the type modifiers of integer. So the signed type represent positive and negative numbers only, and if you consider 0 and positive numbers, then they will be known as unsigned integer. And long and short are the range of integers. Short is the minimum and long is the maximum of range of integers. Float any number with decimal point you can call them as floating point number. So the examples for float is 1.44 or minus 1.11 to 972 or etc. So generally this floating point is having a precision up to 6 decimal points. So the format specifier of float is %f, and the type modifiers of float are float, double, long double. Type modifiers of float is double and long double. And the size of float is 4 byte, double is 8 byte, long double is 10 byte. And the range values you can see here. And the decimal point of float is 6 decimal places, and double is 15 decimal places, and long double is 20 decimal places. And you can check out the respective examples. And the next basic data type is character. So generally character, it will store a single character. Examples like A in single quote, 10 or 1 in single quote. Any number if you keep in single quote, then that will be considered as a character. Then it occupies 1 byte of memory, and format specifier is %c, and its range is 0 to 255, and the signed char range is -127 to 127. And every character is associated with a specific ASCII value, American Standard Code of Information Interchange, where capital A value starts with 65 and capital Z value end at 90. Okay, so A value 65. If somebody asks what is the ASCII value of B, you can add to A plus 1, so you will get 66. In the same manner, by adding +1 you will get, let's say somebody asked D, so C value if 67, then D value 68. So in this manner capital Z value 90, small a ASCII value is 97. In this manner small z ASCII value is 122. Okay, so if you add 97 plus 25, then you will get 122. Okay, so in this manner every character is having respective ASCII value. And the format specifier, to display the respective data in printing screen, so you need to use format specifiers. It will specify the type of values which are held by a variable. So for signed integer or integer, it is %d, long integer %ld, and unsigned integer you need to use %u, and character you need to write %c to display character, and to display float you need to write %f, and for string %s, and for integer it is %i. So in this lecture we have discussed character set, token, identifiers, keywords, data types. Thank you so much.